Welcome to part 2 of the Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase Let's Play. In this part, we are doing the Ancient Rome world with Shaggy.
Shaggy this time.
Yeah, I like playing Shaggy more than I do Scooby in this game. And I remember being sad when I found out that you play as Scooby for one extra world than Shaggy. One of the main things that made me... I've always liked Shaggy more. But one of the things that always made me want to play as him more is the noises he makes when he dies, when he picks up food. I just loved the eating, like munching sound when I was younger. I thought it was the funniest thing.
I didn't realise how vocalised he was about it.
And if I'm going to be honest, I think Shaggy has some of the more fun levels. But this might be a roadblock for some people, because this is a big difficulty spike, especially if you're not used to it. Because when I was younger, it would take, like, me and my brothers, whenever we played this, it would take us forever to try and like get through this level.
Yeah.
Because we'd just die like all the time. And it's mostly because if you saw before, I ran straight past those skeletons. If you stop to try and like attack them, you're actually making things a lot harder for yourself. It's just easier to run past them. Because one hit and you're knocked off this platform.
Just one?
Yeah, the knockback in this game is a bit obnoxious. The moment you get hit, you are flown straight off.
It's ridiculous.
I'm so glad that like a lot of games don't have that anymore. Because like I think perhaps the biggest offender though is like Rayman. Like the first Rayman game is absolutely like brutal in its difficulty. And one of the things that doesn't help is when you get hit, you get knocked back super far, and then depending on some enemies as well, you get knocked back like a million like miles. So that doesn't help at all.
That's unfair.
And see, I'm just so scared of this knockback that I'm trying everything I can to get rid of this guy.
Just trying.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
See, there's no pits here, so I don't care about that guy.
Yeah, just gonna step right through it.
Oh, see, that should have hit.
Oh, yeah, no, that hit him. Doesn't seem like this game was entirely on your side.
No, it wasn't in this world. See?
No. They just didn't want you to get him without a swing.
This level did cause me a bit of trouble. Yeah, and I don't trust the double jump in this game. At least not at this point. I didn't trust it, so I didn't bother jumping across. I mean, I'm just playing like real Shaggy. I'm pretty sure this is how safely he would play.
Yeah.
Unless if we're going with Brave Shaggy. Listen here,
yeah.
punk. This can go two ways. You walk out, or I walk on your face. Ow.
Look at you two having like a 1v1, like.
Yeah,
no,
I
you
lost.
walk away.
But you see what I mean there with the knockback?
Yeah.
Well, see, that time I went the wrong way, so that was alright. See, I'm just trying to deliver pies to these hungry gladiators.
Yeah, well, they just keep fighting.
You can't pay me in bones, alright? Can you imagine?
It's just like greeting.
Pie delivery service, yoink. Like...
At least you got a checkpoint.
Yeah. I don't know why, that just felt like something Shaggy would say, and then just go, I'm so lonely.
Hey, oh god.
I don't like this jump at all. The depth perception
Oof.
is really off, and I can't tell. Like,
How far you need
can
to
I
go.
just jump across there? No. Do I?
No.
Like, do I? Do it? And it's
Oh,
like,
you just stood there defeated,
It's
like, man, I just gotta do this jump, I don't want it, can I just turn around, go home? I've got everything I need to get.
that is Shaggy. Just, man, I want to go home.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Why do I hang out with these guys?
Especially when they're stood around doing nothing.
Yeah. And then Shaggy splits up with the group and takes Scooby with him, and then the whole like Scooby-Doo movie happens again.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
And then we can meet Rowan Atkinson, and he can be the Phantom Virus, but he's actually Scrappy Doo in a costume.
See, Scrappy is not used enough. I love the fact that he was in that film.
I do like how they made him the bad guy. It's like, yeah, we know no one likes him.
Yeah. He's peeing on me.
I will call attention to this though for a second. This is very Crash Bandicoot, just much slower.
Yeah.
Like,
He'll get there soon.
like, look at Shaggy run. He's like, oh man, breakfast is gonna end at McDonald's. But I don't want people to think that I'm actually running for it. It's that walk you do when the car stops at a crossing and you don't want to inconvenience them. So you do like
It's gotta be rapid.
you do that walk that looks like a run.
I always pull the most awkward face as well, because I know they're thinking, come on, get a speed on. But I'm like, I don't want to run.
Oh, what does it matter how fast I walk? The light's red.
Even at the zebra crossings, it's full of anxiety when you're crossing them and a car stops for you.
The worst one was when I was crossing the road one time at university, and the light went red, and this car was like, challenge accepted, and he just sped up and went straight through.
Oh. Man, step out there, Clint.
Well, luckily I was on the other side of
Don't
the
do
road
that,
to him,
kids.
but there was another guy on that side of the road, and he almost walked into it.
Oof.
And he just turned and looked at me, and I just shrugged.
Did you see this?
Sorry, I'm not a solicitor. I can't help you.
You're looking at the wrong guy.
I mean, okay.
Wait until you get that call.
Sorry, just to clarify, I wasn't doing a dismissive shrug. It was more like a, yeah, something's wrong with this guy shrug.
Yeah, what's his problem? You're not on his side. It's not okay to race through.
I wasn't like, I'm not interested. I could have seen a car crash for free, and you just like, robbed me of that. It wasn't.
Where's the excitement? That munch noise.
That is, you know what, actually, I think if the noise wasn't as compressed, I wouldn't mind having that as like a text notification sound.
No, I can't stand it when people eat and you can hear it, so I don't know how long I'd be able to tolerate it. It's alright with it being Shaggy though.
Yeah, I
Gets
think
my permission.
as long as it's Shaggy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we're now entering the, I'm not actually sure what part of Rome this is. Like, I haven't been to Italy, so I don't know if there are these, like, stone temples with flaming, like, torches and pits and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, like, in the film, they're not actually, in this part, they're just in the Colosseum. And like,
Oh.
here, you can have my butt
Gosh.
instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Colosseum plays an interesting part into the mystery. Because, like, I mean, the film is like, what, like 20 years old, so, you know, your fault if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But, like,
Spoil it for me.
they find out who created the Phantom Menace because they realise that the guy, because he's like any typical nerd, he has to throw in his favourite stuff into the coding.
Yeah.
The Phantom Virus has an obsession with baseball, and it's one of the other programmers who's jealous of the one who made the Scooby-Doo game. Because he made a baseball game, and he's like, my game's better. And
that bum bounce, he has to touch his head to make sure he stays the right way.
I don't want to see what happens if it gets stuck there. Zoinks! Oh dear. Okay, I just had a terrible thought. Do you want me to share it?
Of course. They're the best kind.
Well, because well, they're skeletons, aren't they? So I guess that means Shaggy gets boned.
Oh my god. I don't even know where. It's all PG.
Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, the best family film available now.
18 over.
A family of 18 plus. Oh wait, no, that sounds like a family of 18 people. I meant like a family where everyone's 18.
That's COVID safe.
But yeah, the in the Colosseum, there's a baseball pitch that's been drawn by the Phantom. So like,
right. So there's a sign.
Yeah, and the guy who voices the programmer who did it all is the original voice of Ratchet in Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, nice.
So this boss is very Crash Bandicoot. This is basically the Tiny Tiger. Well, obviously it's not the same, but it's kind of like the reverse of Tiny Tiger in Crash 3. Hi there.
Kitty scared.
Zoinks!
Oh, that jump was in slow-mo for it. Because what, so majestic.
Yeah, it's like Madagascar 2 when Alex does that slow-mo thing, but it's actually him acting and the guy in the background's like, how does he do that? Roar! But yeah, this fight, I've just realised, it is kind of like the opposite of the Tiny Tiger fight in Crash 3. Because in Crash 3 you have to dodge a load of lions, and then Tiny, well, it's a trident, but it's basically like a spear. Tiny attacks you with like a trident spear weapon. In this, you have to dodge a load of spears, and then the lion jumps after you.
Oh well, he was having a really good look at you then. Tasty.
I prefer the one in red and blue jeans. You know,
Yeah.
the alternate Shaggy. I remember when I first saw that Shaggy colour scheme, and I was like, I really like his green shirt, but this colour scheme is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, I saw it in a film called Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. And, ow! All the spears.
Oh, All of them, yeah. I was just about to say, like, you just took it everywhere. Oh no.
I'm pretty sure Shaggy's broken some bones from this lion ramming into him.
Yeah.
But here's the cheapest shot in the game. And you gotta, like, make sure you got an extra hit, because it's so difficult to avoid that.
Yeah.
Like, if I was on 1 health, I would have died there.
Wow, Shaggy, you did it.
Uh-huh.
That's the way. Oh god. Cuts everywhere, that's why
I can't do the worm, but I can do this.
belly mash, not belly flop. One more just for the thrill. Oh, and another.
In the next part, we will be doing the Arctic Circle. We'll see you then.